Hello everyone, this is the week 0 quiz of Python course. Um, Hello everyone, this is the week 0 assignment of Python course programming data structures and algorithm using Python. So there is a week 0 quiz for week 1 quiz from the previous run which I am using as a week 0 for try run just to make sure everything is working fine. So we'll solve the quiz and let's see what's the answer. So the first question is, what is the value of f3456 for the function below? There is a function. I have copied it in my Jupyter notebook. By the way, I will be using mainly Jupyter notebook and Spider during this quiz session in upcoming live sessions also. And so you can use whatever uh, Python interpreter you prefer to use or you are comfortable to use, but I'll use mainly Spider and Jupyter notebook for this session. Okay, so yeah, so this is the function that we are writing. So define fx where if d at first d equal to 0 while x is greater than equal to 1, x will be replaced by x by 7 and d will be replaced by d plus 1. Okay, and so this is a while loop and the function will run till the function will run till the x value becomes less than 1, correct? So when I am running so it's a while loop, so I'm running the function for the first time. The first time the x after the first run, so x will be uh, uh, yeah, the x will be 3456 by 7. So here I will just write it 3456 by 7. So if I run it, it will be 493 and d will be equal to d plus 1. So d is equal to 0 plus 1 1, correct? Then at the second run 49343 by 7, correct? So if I run it now, it will be 70.5, and if I run it again, x will be 10, d will be 3, x will be then at the fourth run, x will be 1.43 where the d will be equal to 4, and and after fifth time x will be 0.02, so at that time x becomes less than 1, so it will become d, so the d will become 5. So now the since the while loop is broken, it will come out and will give the d. So if the function, if I run f3456 okay, oh sorry, yeah, so if I run the function, yeah, so it will give me 5, correct? So this is how this first question will work. Okay, let's see what the next assignment is about. So in the next assignment it's saying, okay, so yeah, the correct number answer is 5. Okay, and in the next assignment we have to calculate h60 minus h45. The function is like this, and let's see what is the function is saying. Okay, so this is the hn function. So when s is at the first s is equal to 0, so if I in range of 2 comma n, so I will start from 2 and go to the n number, whichever number I am giving here. Yeah, it will go actually till 59, by the way. Yeah, so if n is equal to I, if n by n by I, that this particular things means n, if I divide n by I, whatever is the denominator of the I, that is the, yeah, that should be 0, correct? So n by I is equals to 0. If n by I is equals to 0, then s will be equal to s by I. So at first when I'm running as for 60, at first uh, is when I'm starting, the s is equal to 0. So when the s is equal to say now s will be for I in range from 2, so s will start from 2, correct? So if s is starting from 2, it will go and is starting for 2, so 60 by 2 is 30, so this one is 0. So the s equal to s plus I, correct? Sorry, yeah. So at first s by I, so I is equal to 2. So this, sorry, this is something other I was doing. So first thing will be 2, correct? S equal to s by I, yeah. Then the next will be 3. So 60 by 3 is equal to 10. So again it is divisible, so plus 3. And equal to 0, equal to, yeah, yeah, so s will be equal to s plus I, so 0 plus 2 plus 3. Then again like that 4, so 4 is also divisible by 60, so plus 4, and it will go like this, correct? And for the other one, s is equal to plus 0, then 2 doesn't divide 45, so 2 will not be uh, added here. 3 is divisible because 45 by 3 is 50, so is the 3 will be also added. Then 4 is not divisible, 5 is again divisible. Then 6, 7, 8 is not divisible, 9 is divisible. Like that it will go. So after that it will calculate the h60, which will be 107, and h45 will be 32, and 107 minus 32 will be h75. And is that correct? Yeah. See, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3, 5, 9, 15, like that it will go. So it's 35. Okay. Next one. So next one. Yeah. So this one is a tricky one. So for what value of n, g would be 375 comma n, and the return will be 4. So yeah, so the function is like that. G of mn, result first is equal to 0, while m greater than equal to n, result will be result plus 1, and m will be equal to m by n. So it is kind of similar to this function, and yeah, it's kind of similar to this function, but here I am giving n is also here. The n was 7, but here n is also used as a variable. Okay. So and we have to return the rest. Now for what value of n, return will be 4. Now I have written a small 4 lines of few lines of code to find out that at which value the at which value of n it will go. Okay. So I have written that for I in range of 2 to 375. Now why I am given 2 to 375? Because if I give 1, what will happen? If you think that uh, res is equal to 0, m is equal to 1, correct? So then, and sorry, m is equal to 375, and n is equal to 1. So here I say n is equals to 1 if n equals to 1, correct? Then what will happen here? M by n, that will be 370 375 by 1 will be 375. Then 375 is greater than 1, right? So again it will come back to the while loop, and again then 375 by 1 will be again 375. So it will now go in an infinite loop, correct? So 1 cannot be the answer at any point of time, correct? If n is equal to 1, then it will be an infinite loop. Perfect. Then, and we are running the range till 375, because if so, my first question is that m cannot be greater than n. If m is greater than n, the raise will be always 0. And so if, so here, if m is greater than n, if m is greater than, sorry, n is greater, I'm sorry, if n is greater than m, then it will be always uh, it will the rest will be always 0, correct? Because then it will not go to the while loop at all, correct. So that's why you are taking it till 375. Now I am running a function that for I in range 2 to 375, I am calling the function res of 375 by I. Then the res will give the result. If res is equals to 4, when the output will be 4, then print my output. Okay, and then if I run this and then run this, we'll see that it's coming as 4. So the correct value is 4. And yeah, so the correct answer is 4. Okay, I hope it's clear. I will go to the last assignment, and that is consider the following function f. So this is the function, so we'll have to correct the find the correct answer. So what does the function do here? Okay, yeah, so I have given I have wanted to know the function mys of 5. Okay, so I'll run it. It's coming as 15. Okay, now what is happening in this function? Now when I'm first calling the m at first go, at first just make it as a markdown. So first go, when I'm going it for the m is equal to 5, at first m is equals to 5, and so it is not equal to 1, so it will return. So now it is calling mys of m minus 1. So now it will be like m plus mys of 5 minus 1, so that will be 4, correct. Now again mys 5 minus 1 will call again the mys function. Then when again what will it come? The mys of 5 minus 1 will give me the after it will call the second mys. It will call the finance of call the mys for the second time, right? And after the second mys call, m is equal to here the 4 in the second mys. Then m, and m is equal to m plus the result from, and then m is equal to m plus m is equal, sorry, here the m is equal to 5, and here m is equal to 4 plus mys of 4 minus 1, which will be again 3. Now at the third time, what it will call m is equal to 3. So it will again, the function will be 3 plus mys of 3 minus 1, and at the fourth time it will again called m is equal to 4, and it is, sorry, m is equal to m minus 2. So then 2 plus mys of 2 minus 1, so that will be mys of 1. And when I'm calling it for the fifth time, m is equal to 1. So now this function will return res, the m of 1 will return 1, so return will be equal to 1. So that means mys of 1 is 1, then mys of 2 minus 1 will be my yeah, mys of 2 minus 1, that will be 1. So this we can consider then as mys of 2 minus 1, consider that as 1, then this will return as 3. Then mys of 3 minus 1, okay, I'll just for rather 1. So here the mys of 2 minus 1 is equals to 1. So then here again it will show my mys of, yeah, this will return 3 with m plus 1. So because mys of, yeah, so now mys of yeah, mys of 2, that is here m is equal to 2, mys of 1, that we can again remove it by 3. So it will be 3 plus 3 6. Then mys of 4 minus 1 will be, so it's equal to 6. So MOS of 4 minus 1, that is this one, will be this line will be 6, so we can remove this as 6, then this is equal to 10, and then MOS of 5 minus 1, that is MOS of 4, will be 10, so total will be 50. So MOS of 5 will, that's how the MOS of 5 will be 15. Am I okay? So now what is happening here actually? So when I'm calling the function first, it is going to till n. So first it will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, correct? So this is the, basically this is what the function is calculating. And if I just make one more and calculate this and run this, it is 50. So the function is if I am calling MOS of m, it result as, okay, as there is a catch here, okay, while m greater than 0. This we have to check, right? So if m greater than 0, okay, if m greater than 0, then it result as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 till m. That will be the result of the. Now think that what will happen if I am putting here m is say MOS of -1, or yeah, correct. Now I will not run this because this will run into it will run into a infinite loop. Why? Because when I'm calling first time, again I'll just remove this, m is equal to -1, so that will call again MOS of m is equal to -1, and that will call like -1 plus MOS of -1, that is -2. Then this will again call, then at the second time m is equal to then -2, and that will call -2 plus MOS of -2 -1, then it will call -3, and then m is here -3, then it will go for -3 plus MOS of -3 -1, like that, and it will like -3 -1, so it will like be like dot, and it will go for infinite loop because m will never be 1, so it will automatically call the negative value. So I'll write for m for sorry, yeah, so if m less than 0, then the function then the function will run in an infinite loop. Okay, let's see what are the uh, different answers we have. The m always terminates at MOS of n, MOS of n, factorial of n. Okay, I think it should be m. MOS of n, factorial of n. Okay, when I'm calling the function as MOS of n, factorial of n, which is wrong, because we are seeing the function always terminates with MOS of n. No, the function doesn't terminate, because if m is less than 0, it doesn't terminate, it undergoes a infinite loop. The function terminates for positive n with MOS factorial of n. No, because we are not single factorial. So the function terminates for positive n with MOS of yes when n is positive, that's n is greater than 0. I am getting, so this is my correct answer. Okay, so I hope it's clear for all of you, and I hope it's clear for all of you. So we'll meet in the next live sessions, and we'll solve some other quizzes from this year's session. Thank you for joining.